but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32-yard line. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
On the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And this one too low.
Down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check my 45. Check my 45. What's the run? They're running it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Tampa Bay.
Wait, that 380. Hey, ball 66.
Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide.
Brady's
and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Tampa Bay.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff to Fournette. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2 yards.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal from the 1.
Let's go, defense. It's not the field. Defense. Shot. Cross. Get the extra mark. Watch the pass. And get the extra mark. Hey, 166.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Leonard Fournette denied on fourth and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Alert. 3 down. Check 52. Red, go. Sponge. No.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Right on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here we go on fourth down with Trubisky. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
All over you.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Brady's
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
At the 9-yard
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. A spin. And he returns this to the 22.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all? Not the one that you're throwing it to, or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now his shotgun handoff to Cohen. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Turnover on downs.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 47-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that's caught inside the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
45.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. And got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. As the first half is winding down, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Bears 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
4-yard gain on the play. And a Buccaneer first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now on second and a yard. Brady going to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Buccaneers.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Come on.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Here's Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Tampa Bay.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, it's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run on first down. Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly... have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Brady will try again on second down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Third down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks.
Number 13, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. His first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Tariq Cohen.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Watch 80.
Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Bears.
A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back now at Soldier Field.
21.
It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On first down, Trubisky. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 7 yards there on the first down screen play. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Down by Buster Screen. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 40-yard line.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
The tight end, the ball carrier. Tashawn Gibson brought him down. A gain of 7. First down, Tampa Bay.
Wait, that wide, 80.
Silver. Check. Check out.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Complete. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he completes it to Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Succop for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Bears 7. Ryan Succop set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
2-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running